Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be getting ready and I've really been loving this look, so I thought that I would bring you guys along with me. This is a really nice, I guess it's like a daytime smoky eye, a little bit darker than what I normally wear, but I think it's perfect for the fall and also perfect for like holiday makeup. I think this is a really pretty look. So I hope you guys enjoy the video and let's go ahead and get started. So I've already applied a primer. I use the Benefit Professional, and now I'm just going to mix these two foundations, the Estee Lauder Double Wear and the Studio Fix Fluid. And I'm taking this on the outer part of my face because it's just a little bit darker. And then I'm going to put the lighter foundation like in the center. So just shaking that up and just dotting it on. And then I'm going to take my sponge. It's actually a little bit too damp. I'm going to squeeze it out just a little bit, just into like a paper towel. And now I'm going to start blending it in. Okay, so I just have a light layer of foundation on, and now I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. I'm just using the Maybelline Superstay Concealer. And this has been working really good for a primer for my eyeshadow. So I'm just also going to take this on my forehead and down my nose. And I'm going to use a different concealer for underneath my eyes today. So I'm going to just blend this in. And I'm not going to apply my concealer until after my eyeshadow is done. That way I can clean up anything that has fallen down. And then just taking my sponge and tapping it out. Okay, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D palette today, the Shade and Light Eye palette. And I'm just going to go in with a light shade, this skin colored, it's kind of like a yellow tint to it. I'm just going to take that all over my lid and just blend it out. This is going to set that concealer and make everything else so much easier to blend. And I've kind of been going for like a little bit of a smoky eye lately. So I'm going to go in with this gray shade in the middle. And I'm just going to tap this onto the outer part of my eye and then start blending it in the crease. I love this shade. I feel like it's a good transition shade for this palette. And just working on blending. I am going to take my 224 brush and blend everything out. Just like a bigger fluffy brush. This blends everything like super nicely. So after I'm finished with that, I'm going to go in with these two shades right here. I like these two shades. I use them actually quite a bit. And I'm putting this in the outer corner, basically in the same place that I applied the gray. And I'm not taking it all the way into the crease, like all the way over, but just kind of like in the outer part of the crease. I'm going to bring a little bit down to the lower lash line and just really work on blending it out. And usually that's usually where I stay as far as like where I go with my eyeshadow. I don't usually go any darker than that, but today I am going to deepen up the outer corners. So just take my big fluffy brush again and make sure that everything is blended out. And now I'm going to go in with this really dark brown shade. It's like a cool dark brown, and I'm going to take this right into the outer corner. And I'm not really going to blend that up into the crease that much, just barely. I want to really keep it on the outer corner. just kind of work on blending it kind of into the lash line. Oops, dropped my brush. And I'm going to take that big fluffy brush again and just blend that out just a little bit. Okay, so I am going to take a shimmery shade inside of my inner corner. So I'm using Nylon from MAC, and I'm just going to take that right into the inner corner and blend it. I don't want it to be like in just one spot. I kind of want to blend it out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. I kind of skip around, but that's okay. And I am using a darker shade in the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I kind of like it. I feel like it's more suiting with my darker hair. So I'm going to take, I think I'm going to use 2 different brushes. I am using this one from Sigma right now. I need to wash it off because if I don't, then I feel like the line's just a little bit too thick when it has like product on there. So I am just taking a little bit. This stuff is super pigmented, so what I do is just tap it off into the cap and then just work with that. And oh goodness. I'm just going to brush through my eyebrows really quick with a spoolie and make sure that I don't have any clumps of product. And then I'm just going to take my concealer brush and go in with this light shade from this concealer palette and just clean up my eyebrows. This really just kind of makes them a little bit more defined and makes them look just a little better. My nails look horrible, you guys. I need to go get them done or paint them. I haven't had my nails done for so long. I was thinking about getting like acrylic nails, but I'm not so sure. I wore them for years and then I just went through a phase where I didn't want anything to do with them. So I just don't have a lot of patience to sit there while my nails are getting done. I don't know. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a little bit of powder. This is the Ulta. It's just like a translucent powder. And I'm just going to set my concealer. And then I'm going to take another powder. This is the MAC Sheer, I think it's Sheer Select powder. Just taking a little bit of that and setting the rest of my face. Now I am applying liner. I'm using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner and just lining my top lash line, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a little wing. Or maybe a big wing. I don't know yet. It usually starts out small and then it ends up bigger than I want it to be just because I'm trying to fix it. Or, you know, trying to make it match with the other eye. So one thing that I've done forever that I don't know if I've ever told you guys is when I dip my brush into the liner, I usually just take a mirror or like one of my like palettes, like a palette like this, and just like wipe it off, and then I can start with just a little bit of product and work with that. I've just done it forever and it just works really good, so I thought that would be a good tip for you guys. Now I'm going to apply a little bit of mascara, and then I'm going to go ahead and move into contour and blush and highlight. So I'm just using a light layer. I don't know if I want to wear false lashes today. It's Friday, so it's a little bit more casual at work today, but we'll see. I'll see when it's done if I feel like I need to add those. Okay, so I am taking my Narcissus palette, and I'm going to be using these. Actually, I'll start off with this one. It's just kind of like I guess like a mid-tone brown. It's a little bit more warm than this bronzer right here. I'm going to start with that for my contour, and then I'll move into the bronzer. I love this palette. I'm not so fond of these two blushes. I feel like they're a little bit dark, but I really want to try incorporating some darker or just different blushes. I'm always like using pinks, so these are a little bit more deep than I would normally wear. Okay, now I'm going to take that bronzer. I think it's Laguna. And I'm just going to go over that just a little bit higher than where I applied the contour. And then I'm just using that to blend the contour out. And then I'm just going to take both of those and take it down my neck and on my jawline. Not forgetting my ears. I don't want my ears to be pale and everything else is bronzed. Okay, now for blush. I'm actually going to stick with this blush. I love it. It's Well Dressed from MAC, and a big stippling brush. And I still am going to apply concealer, I promise. Okay, so I had to straighten my hair really fast. I am going to be applying this Tartiest lip paint from Tarte in Namaste. And I know I probably butchered that, but I love this. It's such like a natural nude lip. And it's super soft and matte. It doesn't dry to like a dry matte finish. It's kind of like, it's really hard to explain, almost like a matte cream, I guess. And now I'm going to take this lip liner from MAC. This is Boldly Bare. And just line the lips. It's still a little bit wet, so it's hard to apply it over. So I am using the Born This Way concealer, and I'm just going to be dabbing it on. And then I'm going to take my finger and just blend it out. I'm just going to take my loose powder and go over that just so it's not super bright right there. And then I'm just going to take my blush and touch that up. And then for highlight, where is my highlight palette? Oh, it's in my lap. Okay, so I'm going to take, this is Moonstone, and just take that right above my cheekbones. I like kind of putting it on the apples of my cheeks too. I feel like it really makes your face glow. And then my nose and upper lip, and then a little bit on my chin. And then I'm just going to take my fluffy brush and just blend that out. Sorry, I'm going to go back in to my Shade and Light palette and add a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then just touch up my lower lash line. And then I'm going to add a little bit of mascara to my bottom lashes. So I'm going to be using the Jordana Best Lash Extreme. And just apply this lightly to my bottom. And then coat the top one more time, just very lightly. Just kind of darkens them up a little bit. And that is it. So I am off to work now. I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.